Hello, I am doing a chair class right now, and it is called Beauty. So we're going to look at the beauty of our glutes tonight. It's been a dreary, rainy day, but I like those kind of days. I've been doing a lot of things in my office and writing yoga classes and getting some bills paid. So it was a good day to do some inside work. Now it's a good day to do a good inside workout. Welcome. We're going to do a kappa balti breath. So I recommend that you have a Kleenex handy. And it's better to do this one on an empty stomach, as well as some of the other exercises we're going to be doing. It's better if you haven't just ate a meal. If you have, then just postpone doing the class until a little bit later. I'm going to adjust where I'm at. I want to make sure you can see me standing up. Yes. But I need to get my mat in here, I think, a little bit more. Let's see if that's better. No, that's not better. Bring it back this way. If I could do the adjustments before I start the camera rolling, I would, but it won't let me. I can't see. That's better. Okay. So we're going to start out, like I said, our focus is on our glutes, glute health, glute strength. Our glutes help us to walk, stand, bend. So it's very important that we keep our glutes in good health. So let's just stand in front of our chair. And we're going to start out with just a few Tadasana warm-ups, I call them. We're going to start with the toes. I think my head might be cut off just a little bit. So we're just going to raise up and down. I'm going to walk forward, bring the camera up just a tad. I think that will get it. So I hope you're still doing your toe raises. When our feet hip width apart, make sure that you're on your hip bones or over your ankles. Not this hip out here, the hip bone in here. So you probably have done enough of these. So let's rock back on our heel. Woo! And rock forward and rock back and forward and back. And when you rock back, really lift those toes up. So if you do that, you'll really feel that nice stretch through the calf, which goes up to the hamstring. And if you go back far enough, you'll fill it up into the glutes. You can always put a finger on the chair for balance. I'm trying to stand up straight. There we go. And now let's take our feet and we're going to go up on our, we're going to stand on our left leg, go up on our toe, roll it around the outside edge, the inside edge, toe, outside edge, inside edge, toe, outside edge, inside edge, reverse. This is also warming up our hip flexor a little bit. We're just circling the outside of the foot. Try to keep the inside of the foot off of the mat. I think this is the last one. We're doing 3 on each side. There we go. And now we're going to stand on our right leg on your tiptoe, left tiptoe. Roll it to the inside, around the outside, inside, outside, inside, outside. It also does a little bit of warming up the knee joint. Now reverse that. Outside, inside, toe, outside heel, inside toe, outside heel, inside toe. Very good. Now, if you want to, again, just put your finger lightly on the back of your chair, or you can try working on more of a balance without holding on to anything. We're going to lift the right leg up and just kick out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to keep this in a nice straight line. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to go to the left leg, standing on the right. Kick out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's okay if you wobble around a little bit. That's part of finding your balance and getting better at it each time. Some days I'm more stable than other days. And now let's just raise one foot up and then the other, which gets up into the glutes and the hips and really puts a nice stretch on the plantar fasciitis. I mean, if you have plantar fasciitis, it's really good one to do because it stretches the plantar area of the foot and that little tendon that goes around there that gets inflamed when you have plantar fasciitis. So anytime that your feet are aching through the arch, if you just do some toe raises, that helps to relieve that, or putting your inside on a ball and rolling it back and forth, or a frozen water bottle, that'll help with any kind of plantar fasciitis also. Just a little tip that I learned through many of my different therapies. And so let's see, we've done the legs. Let's do a twist. So let's take our hands, grasp our fingertips together so our arms are straight out. And we're just going to turn the upper torso right and left, keeping the hips forward. That's 4, 5, right, 6, right, 7, right, 8, right, and 9, center. Last one, hold it to the right, center, and left, hold it, and center. Let's just bring both arms up and give a nice stretch to the right side of the body and the left side of the body, like you're laying in the bed, stretching, not wanting to get up, but needing to, but you need to do a little warm up before you throw the legs over the edge of the bed and get out of bed. And we're just going to do it standing up. It's also a good one if you've been sitting for a while, which I have been sitting. Also been standing because I have my desk where I can raise it up and stand so I don't have to sit all day. Now let's take our right hand, bring it to our right thigh, and I have my left hand here on my shoulder. If you have shoulder issues, just keep it here, or here possibly, or here. If you don't, we're going to bring it all the way up. Inhaling and exhale sideways. Nice long stretch through that left side of the body. Raise up and bring the left hand down, right hand up, or stop at your shoulder and bend sideways. Oh, that feels so good. Inhale up and exhale down. And I'm going to turn this way so you can see I'm keeping my back straight. Inhale the left arm up, leaning sideways. I don't want to see this or this. I want a nice straight back, just leaning over, like you're between two walls or two panes of glass. Inhale the right arm up, exhale over. And so you can't really bend forward or backward. You just got to go side to side. Last one. Inhale, exhale, over. Inhale up, exhale, over. Inhale up, exhale both arms down. I'm already sweating. What's next? Oh, we're going to do a chair pose here. Sorry, but I've got to get some of the sweat off of my nose. My glasses are falling down. And if you want to have your chair behind you, because we're going to build on our chair pose today, because chair pose is really good for the glutes. So you can, maybe I should have it sideways so you can see. I'll just do it this way. If you want to do chair pose where you come down, you can fill the chair and then raise up just a few inches. We're going to be in a pretty low chair pose. If you can't do that, go ahead and do a chair pose where you're up a little higher. But if you can go a little lower, do that. And we're just going to hang out here for about 10 seconds. There's 5, 4, pull your abs in, 2, 1, and come up nice and slow. Let's go ahead and do 2 more of those chair poses just to get our legs and our mindset ready for some of the poses that will be coming up in a little bit. Inhale, exhale down into chair pose. Hold it, and your hands can be in prayer. They can be resting on your thighs. Don't push your thighs, just barely touching with your fingertips, or they can be up in the air. Your feet face forward, your knees are forward, and come up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, chair pose. Or prayer. Sometimes if you do prayer, you can press your hands together, and that takes your mind off of your legs. Three, 2, 1. Come up nice and slow. And at the top, squeeze the glutes tight, because we are focusing on our gorgeous glutes and the beauty of our poses tonight. Try to make them as nice and precise as you can. And whatever, I'll call it the extreme of the pose, it's beautiful. Whether it is just a little bit into it, a little more into it, or a whole lot into it. Whatever pose you're doing is beautiful for you. So let's go ahead and warm our neck muscles up. So in order to do that, we're just going to stand up nice and straight. Engage your legs, really make them strong. And hold your abs in. Just gently tilt your head like you're going to gaze out about 3 feet in front of you, and bring the head, swing it to the right, down through the middle, and to the left, to the middle, right, center, left. Really hold the abs in, center, and to the right last time, and hold it. Squeeze your glutes, lift your abs, press your toes into the mat, and swing it to the center, relaxing everything. Inhale, exhale, moving the head to the left. Starting with the toes, tighten the toes, press them into the mat like you're going to pick the mat up, curl your toes, press your glutes, lift your abs, and relax, swing back to the middle, and head comes back up. We're going to take our ear to shoulder. So right ear to right shoulder, just a tilting of the head. Everything else is straight up. Center, left ear to left shoulder. Center, 2 more times. Right ear to right shoulder. Center, left ear to left shoulder. Center and right ear to right shoulder. Hold it. Lift your abs, squeeze your toes, engage your glutes. Let's make a fist. So we'll engage our hands and our arms and relax everything down. Inhale, exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Tighten your toes onto the mat. Tighten your glutes. Lift your abs. Make your fist. Hold it tight, 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 and relax. Center, bend the knees. Take the feet a little wider than hip width apart. See, they're a little wider. And we're going to swing back and forth and make sure that your right heel is coming up off of the mat and the left heel comes up off the mat. This gives your knees protection. And we're just swinging and thinking about what's coming up. We're going to have a great, gorgeous glute class. And so think about that. And then start bringing it to stillness. There we go. Nice. So for our first pose, we're going to do a chair pose twist. And I'm going to come to the side of my chair so you can see me. So for chair pose twist, I'm going to start on, start on the right side. I'm going to, so just watch first and then we'll do it together. I'm going to come down into chair pose, wherever your chair pose is, here, or a little further down, or possibly all the way where you're almost touching. And if you feel that you need to, you can just lightly sit in your chair, which is kind of extreme sitting. So come to, not yet, just watch so you know how to do the twist. So you'll come down to here. We're going to inhale and we're going to take our hands in prayer. I'm going to look to my left side, bending down, letting my elbow come down to my left thigh. My hands are stacked. And my elbows are stacked over my hands, so they're on a straight line. And this is the twist. If this is too much, come back up. You can do your chair pose twist like this. Or you can do your chair pose twist like this. So you pick which way you want to do it. And we're going to do 3 chair pose twist, and we will hold in our twisted position for 3 breaths. And we're going to repeat it 3 times on each side. So hold 3 breaths, repeat 3 times. Ready? Inhale, exhale into chair pose. Inhale, exhale, twist. It's very important. I should have mentioned, take your feet close together, glue your knees together, so that when you do your twist, you're not letting one knee get out of alignment. Maybe I'll come up here where you can see a little better. So I really have my knees close, and I'm twisting. Whoops, that happens sometimes. Chair twist. Once I get my elbow on my knees are staying together. I've got my elbows stacked over my hands so they're in a straight line. And we're just twisting so that our hearts are swinging over to the left. That's probably about 3 breaths. We're going to twist back to the center and stand up. I'm going to stand this way so you can see from the front how it looks. For number 2, inhale, prayer for hands. Exhale into chair, twisting. Let me get my knees straight and together. Twisting. See how my arms are stacked? Now I'm going to bring my head over, which brings my heart more to the wall. Don't crash into your legs. Hold yourself up. My elbow is barely touching. And then I twist back to the center and come up nice and slow. And inhale, arms up. Exhale into prayer. Knees are together so they're stable. Otherwise, the left one will tend to come out further, and that will put your low back at risk. Exhale, twist over. On your next exhale, return to center and raise up. You want to return to center when you're still in the chair pose so that you're not getting out of balance or twisting your back in a way that might cause some pain later on. Now we're going to go to the left side, which I think I need to stretch the left side out or the right side out. So inhale, exhale, hands into prayer. Left elbow comes to the right side. Our arms are stacked. I'm really holding myself up with my legs, which is engaging the glutes. On your next exhale, and twist to center. Come up very slowly, using your glutes to bring you up. At the top, give your glutes a nice squeeze and then relax. 2 more to the right with our left elbow on the right leg. Inhale up. Exhale, prayer pose with hands into chair pose. Inhale, exhale over into twist. Keeping those knees lined up. 2 or 3 breaths. I'm not putting pressure on my legs with my elbow. On your next exhale, return to center so you're looking down at the floor. Inhale up, squeeze the glutes. Exhale and relax. Inhale up, hands into prayer, exhaling, coming into chair. Inhale here, Exhale into twist. I'm not even going to let my elbow come over onto the leg, so you can see I'm not holding myself up with that. 3 breaths. On your next exhale, return to center, looking down at the mat. Inhale up. Grab your hand. Grab your left hand with your right hand and lean over to the side. Return to center. Grab your left hand. Grab your right hand with your left hand. Lean over to the side and return to center. Exhale down. Bend the knees and just kind of work that out. Our next pose is going to be a crescent lunge. And to do crescent lunge in the chair, I'm sitting in the chair sideways. My left leg is bent at a 90-degree angle. I'm going to take my right leg and put it out behind me, wherever that's comfortable. And you can stay on your toes and lift up. Or you can just barely lift up if you don't have the strength in your legs or glutes yet. So we're going to do 10 pulses in crescent pose. You can have your hands here, and then we'll come back down for a round of breath. And then we're going to come up and hold it for a count of 10. And then come back down for a little break. And if you want to bring your leg up and slap it out, you can. And then we're going to go back into a crescent pose twist, which is just what we did with chair pose, except we will be in crescent pose. I'll demonstrate that one real quick. And it's the same way. The right elbow is going to twist to the left and bring that up. And crescent pose twist. Inhale back to center and exhale down. If you cannot do the twist with the leg up, just do the twist in crescent pose position, sitting in your chair. We're all on different levels, and everyone gets to another level at different times, and that's fine. So here we go. We're going to do repeat this sequence twice. So we'll do 10 pulses, come back down, do a twist, and switch to the other side so we can have a balance, and then come back and repeat the whole thing again with the right leg back. So here we go. Right leg's back. Left leg is at a 90-degree angle. We're going to lift up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold it for 3 breaths. On your next exhale, just sit back down into the chair. And you can bring this foot forward and kind of step it out. Inhale. Exhale the right leg back. Inhale up. And if you're able to do the twist, we're going to twist over into, crescent pose twist. This is working the abdominal cavity. Works on digestion, stomach, liver, gallbladder, all of the abdominal cavities. And on your next exhale, come back down to seated. Switch sides. Right leg is now at a 90-degree angle. And we're going to step the left leg back. We're going to inhale up and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold it here for 3 breaths. And relax down. You can bring your left leg up. Shake it out, bounce it out. And now we're going to inhale. Exhale the left leg back. Inhale up. Exhale into our crescent pose twist. Really hold it. And exhale back down into the chair and go back to the other side. Inhale up into crescent or into lunge and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it. If you brought your hands up, you would see more of the crescent pose. I'm just trying to keep it simple. But you can do either way. And exhale down. Bring your left leg up. Shake it out. Inhale, exhale, right leg back. Inhale up. You could do my crescent lunge here. If you don't want to do the twist, just stay up here. If you want to do the twist, hands go in prayer. We're going to twist over, bringing the left elbow to the right thigh. Really being strong. You should really feel that left glute working right now. On your next exhale, come back to center and switch sides. We're moving kind of fast. We could slow down. I'm really sweating. I don't know if the heat came on in here or what, or maybe I'm just working hard. So we're going to inhale the right leg back, hands in prayer or straight up in the air. Exhale. That will be slick. Let me move my instruction sheet out of the way. I want to keep my foot on the mat. I have better traction than if it's on the carpet. So here we go. Inhale. Exhale up. And pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And hold it either in prayer, arms up. And I'm just gazing up where the ceiling and the wall meet. Don't tilt your head back too far. Next exhale, come back down to the chair. Bring the right leg forward and shake it out, stomp it out. And we're going to go for the twist, which when we get into the twist on the crescent lunge twist is when you really feel the glute kick in because it's having to support, and you're strengthening and stretching. So inhale up, left leg back, exhale up, bring the hands into prayer for the twist, or just stay here for the lunge, crescent lunge, and exhale over into the twist, trying to bring your chest towards the wall behind you or on the right side of you. And exhale to center and down. And now we're going to face the front. And our next pose, let's stand up into oh, I didn't put it in here. Well, we're going to do it. So we're going to sit here. We're going to do our Kapalabhati breath. Kapalabhati breath. I don't know why I can't say that right. Kapalabhati, which is fire breathing or skull breath. And if you've watched my classes enough, you know that I always add this one in for my October classes in honor of Halloween. One day I should do a Halloween class. So for Kapalabhati breathing, that's why you need an empty stomach, because it really does exercise all of the abdominal area, which the stomach is in there, and you don't want to have a full stomach because it might make you, some of it come back up. That's not good. And a Kleenex. So let's blow our nose. Mine for once isn't running. Usually it's running, because when we do Kapalabhati breathing, sometimes it does clear those sinuses out. And it's called skull shining breath because it really clears the head. This is a great one to do for stress, to bring focus into your mind. It's good for exercising the whole abdominal cavity, especially for your core. It works on your core strength also, because you have to tighten your abs. Now you can watch how I do it at first. Is you're going to, and we're going to do 10 slow breaths, and then we will stop for a moment and then repeat 10 more. So how you do it, and you can put your hands on your abs. I think I will come up closer to the camera so you can see me. I got my toe hung up on my mat. That was painful. I'm glad I didn't break it. I'm famous for hurting my toes when I'm barefooted. So, hands on the abs. You will breathe in passively through your nose, and then you will really like forcefully push the abs in, which will force the air out through the nose forcefully. And you will do 10 slow breaths of this sort. So it's I think you can see why you need to have your nose clear and your stomach empty. Try not to hunch over when you're doing it. Try to stay seated up straight. I will turn this way. You can see this way. It's just my stomach and the abs are crushing into my back, pushing the air from my lungs, lower lungs up all the way out. That's why it's a great cleansing breath. This does cleanse the whole body. It brings blood fresh blood to the whole body and circulation, which nourishes every organ in there because we're really breathing hard. It's like cardiovascular work. So here we go. 10 at your own pace. Take several pauses and then do 10 more. And then we'll just meet back here in easy pose. If you finish before I do, just sit back with your eyes closed and feel how great that your body feels. Sometimes I feel kind of tingly. If you feel lightheaded, stop. And if you're feeling lightheaded, it's because you're going too fast or you are not breathing in enough oxygen and you're breathing too much out. You're breathing too shallow. So here we go. You should sound a little bit like the engine, little engine that could chug, chug, chug. Remember that story? I'm going to turn sideways for this one. And that made me feel really, I think, kind of energetic right there. My last round of 10. I did my last 10 a little bit faster. As you become more familiar with it, you may be able to speed up a little bit. If you start feeling lightheaded, slow down and just come back up into it. And I'm just going to take a moment here to just close my eyes, take a deep breath, and feel how Kapalabhati breath has energized throughout my body. On your next exhale, going to bend forward and raise our booties up. Go into a chair pose and come all the way back up into Tadasana again. I'll put my chair back here. Actually, I'm going to put it sideways because our next pose is going to be tabletop on our forearms. Make sure I still have the, I got the wrong paper. I'm going to do a mat class in a minute. So we're going to come into tabletop and we're going to do a tabletop sequence. Let's see if I can put this up here where I can make sure I'm doing everything. So in tabletop, our feet are hip width apart and can't see. I hope that I'll look pretty straight. And we're going to be on our forearms because if you want to be on your wrist, you can. And if your wrist become tired or you feel that there's too much pressure, just come back down into on the forearm. I'm going to go ahead and start on the wrist, and I'm sure I'll have to come down because sometimes I have some wrist issues. My right one, I think I slept wrong the other day and it's still acting up a little bit. So either on your wrist, which your wrists are then under the shoulders. My ankles are under my hips. And I'm going to take my head to the right and my hips to the right into a C curve. And then I'm going to swing through the middle and go back to the left. Try to pull your abs up so you're holding them in. We're going to do 5 on each side. So here's 2. Swing to the right for 3. Swing to the left. Swing to the right for 4. And when I exhale is when I really try to pull my abs up tight. Swing to the left. And swing to the right for our 5th one. And hold it here for a couple of breaths. This should feel really nice on your back and for a good side stretch. Swing to the left for our last one on the left. We'll pull the abs up. On the exhale, on the inhale, they can relax. Do one more breath to the left. Really try to be like you're trying to touch your head and your hip together and swing to the middle. And I'm going to take a little break and go down to my forearms, which if you are not having any wrist problems, stay on your wrist or take a little break and come to your forearms. I'm going to roll my wrist around a little bit. And then we're going to do some circles. I'm just pushing back to the right, swinging back to the left, coming up front. Don't bang your head. Swinging around to the left, swinging to the right, to the left, and then I'm going to reverse that. I'm going to scoot back a little bit because I think I'm going to hit my head. I'll do one up here. I'll do the reverse on the arms. So I'm just trying, like swing to the left, bring it to the middle, swing to the right, and coming up to the top. Which is a nice, just a low back stretch. And last one around. And then I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to bring my knee up and circle. I'm just circling around. And then I'm going to reverse that and circle back. I'm just getting some more lubrication in my joints, especially in the hip flexor there. Bring that to stillness. I'm going to go on my forearm. I'm going to bring my left leg up and circle my knee around 3 times. And then reverse that 3 times. I have my foot flexed. And bring that back to stillness. And now we're going to do some fire hydrant lifts. This is definitely for the glutes. If you've never done a fire hydrant lift, I'll come up on my hands for the first set. We're going to do 10. And when we get to the top, a fire hydrant lift is we're going to bend the knee and bring it up, straight out, just like that. Like a dog on a fire hydrant. Get it? Fire hydrants. So we're going to do 10 of those. When we get to the top, we'll hold it for a breath and exhale it down. If your wrists get tired, just go in the forearms. Here we go. Inhale and exhale up. Hold. Exhale down. Inhale up. Hold 2. Exhale down. Inhale up 3. I got to come on my forearm. Hold. Exhale down. Inhale 4. Exhale down. Inhale 5. Exhale down. You should really feel that left glute kicking in because that's what's supporting you. Exhale 6. Exhale down. Inhale 7. Exhale down. Inhale 8. Exhale down. Inhale 9. And really pull the abs in. I'm going to work our core too. Exhale down. Last one, inhale up. Exhale down. And let's just kind of walk our legs out. That left glute should be, you should be feeling it right there for sure. We've done some stretching and now we're doing some strengthening. And for the next set, we're going to bring our fire hydrant pose up and we're going to pulse it. So here we go. Inhale up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring that down. And if you want to, you can do like a little, a child's pose, sort of a semi-standing child's pose. Bring that back up in the tabletop, and now we're going to go to the left side. We're going to inhale up, hold, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up 3, exhale down, inhale up 4, exhale down, inhale up 6, exhale down, inhale up 7, exhale down, inhale up 8, exhale down, inhale up 9, exhale down, inhale up 10, exhale down, and put that foot down and shake it out. Get ready for your pulses on the left leg. Bend the knee, inhale up, pulse, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring the left foot down to meet the right. Take another stretch back. I'm just holding my hands in the seat of my chair, leaning back, letting my forehead rest at the edge of the front of the chair. It's a nice stretch for the back. It's the equivalent of child's pose in the chair. And bring that up. Let's see what time. I think we can get in. I want to do the donkey kicks because it's really good for the glutes too. But we may not. We may just do one set of them. So for donkey kicks, I'm going to come back up on my hands. And if you press your fingertips into the chair, it helps to take some of the pressure off of your wrist if you're having some wrist issues too. Bring my feet back up closer to underneath my, so my ankles are under my hips. And for donkey kick, we're going to raise the leg up and kick 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring the right leg down. Bring the left leg up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring that down. And I have my foot flexed, and it's like I'm trying to step it on the ceiling. Now we're going to pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring that down to stillness. Left leg up. So you can see my foot is straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring that down. And I'm going to move my chair around to the front again. Always put in more. Takes me longer, I think, because of explaining. And I hope that I'm making sense. We're going to do a quick toe to big foot, hand to big toe pose, which is a great glute stretch. So I'm just got my leg straight out. If you cannot reach your toe, put your hand underneath your hamstring or your calf or your ankle. Try to keep your back straight. If you're leaning this way to reach it, don't do that. Stay there. I can do that. It's tight. I'm just going to do this way because this looks like I have better form. So I'm going to hold it for 10 seconds. You should really feel a nice stretch through your hamstring and then bring that down, which also goes up into the glute, stretching that nicely since we were doing some strengthening. I'm going to inhale and exhale the left leg out. I'm a little bit more limber on the left side. But if not, I could do it this way too. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. I really let my back sag. I saw that as I looked up there. Trying to keep the back straight and not sag like I was. That was bad posture. So let's sit facing forward, or you don't have to. I was just showing you from the side what it looked like. And I'm going to sit back in my chair so that my back is supported, but I'm sitting up nice and straight with my head over my spine. And I'm just bringing my legs straight out into staff pose. And I'm holding it for 10 seconds, maybe 15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring that down. We're going to do staff pose one more time. Our time is running out. And when you do staff pose, I want you to really think about your glutes and tightening them up when you bring them out. So inhale, exhale, straight into staff pose. Tighten your glutes, so that might raise you up a little bit in your chair. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring your feet down. Find a nice, comfortable sitting position and close your eyes down. And we're going to take a minute or two Shavasana, and then we'll meet back here for our NAMASTE. Go ahead and open your eyes and kind of get acclimated back into the present moment here. I hope that while you were in our short Shavasana, I always think that is probably the most important exercise we do. A lot of people don't realize that that is actually an exercise. But what that does is that lets the muscles and your mind mesh into all of the poses that we've done, and kind of like cements it all together. Let your body feel the benefits of all of the stretching and toning that we've done for the class. And so our class was beauty. And beauty, the beauty of nature can only be perceived with a serene mind and harmless heart. So too is it with the beauty of people. And that is so true. It's hard to really see the beauty in something if you're not serene with your mind and not having bad thoughts with your heart. So think about that as you go out through the day or the evening or even for tomorrow morning if you're doing this at night. And I'm going to open up my quote that I found says, yoga is not going to make you great. Yoga is going to make you, you. And that is the beauty of yoga, is seeing what you're all about. So in my Heart Talk book, I just like to open up a page. I don't hardly ever open to the front. So I'm going to open up to the front. I'm on page 8, and it says, the best news of all is that it is never too late to become the person you've always wanted to be. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect ending. I promise I don't pick one out. I just open it and see what it says. So let's rub our hands together to bring some energy and warmth as we place that on our heart center. And I bow to the beauty in you and seeing the light in you as you. I pray I see the light in others and the beauty of others and the world around you. Namaste. And as I always end, ta-ta for now. I'll see you next week with a new class. I hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate any comments or questions or any, just a hello is great too.